I'm going to talk about scrying with a black mirror and my experiences with it for this video. First, here's my mirror. Probably doesn't look, yeah, you can't see the border really or anything. But what I did is I wanted to get one from a thrift store that was like funky and pretty, but I was impatient. So I got one for like $2 at Walmart. And you just take out the glass, clean the glass, and then I put a few coats of acrylic paint in the glass. Let it dry overnight. Then put the glass in with the acrylic painted side on the inside, so you get the shininess out here. And what I did, there's lots of methods for scrying with black mirrors. Most commonly, I either see like you don't want to see any reflection in it, like have it set up so you're not able to see your reflection. And then the other way is that you look at your reflection and like gaze, of course, like with low lighting, like light candles and stuff, until your face distorts, and then that like shocks the body into alternate states. And I went with that way. Oh, sorry, I had to postpone a computer update. Where was I? Oh, I did it that way because I've done it before growing up, not realizing what I was doing, just because it's like, I don't know, it doesn't stare at their face until it gets all funky. So I went that route. And I had a lot of people say that their first time scrying, like, is, like, nothing. They get, like, colors, but I don't know, people seem to be dissatisfied. But I had a really exciting experience, and I want to share it with you guys. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, in my Samhain altar video, I talk about how my great grandma recently passed away. You don't need to be sad about it. She has been wanting to die since she's like 80. Not in a depressing way, but she's just like, I'm ready. It's time for me to go. But so it's sad that she's no longer with us, but ultimately, like, it's less sad. I don't know. Anyway, bottom line, you don't have to be sad. But I got a Facebook message from my mom on the day I did my, like, little scrying test run, and I didn't cleanse it or anything. I was kind of, yeah, oops, now it's cleansed and blessed and all that. But she said, Grandma B isn't doing well, which, I mean, when you're 94, isn't surprising. Like, I think when you're 94, people just always assume that you aren't doing well. And so it was kind of like, oh, okay, that's happened a bunch of times, where it's like, oh, Grandma isn't doing well, oh, Grandma's better, oh, Grandma's not doing well, Grandma's better. So I didn't really think anything about it, and it wasn't, like, in my, like, I wasn't thinking about it at all. But, so I, got my little setup, sitting in my kitchen with all the lights off and some candles, and I, like, never got to the point where my face distorted. Well, I kind of did. I don't know. It was hard for me to, like, get into it at first. But then, like, once I did, it was, like, instant. I saw, like, there was, like, some sort of, like, smoky, like, I thought it was a skull thing in the corner, and then it disappeared. And then, I saw, what order was it in? Oh, something, because I could see my reflection, right? And I saw this red and yellow, like, little dot. Like, it's, like, kind of like if you, like, when you, like, touch a screen, like a computer screen, and it goes, like, colored around it. It was kind of like that, but it was red and orange and yellow. And it just, like, went along the side of my face. Like, it, like, touched my face, but the picture of my face. And I was like, okay, I don't know. At that point, I was just like, these are just meaningless colors that maybe have subconscious meaning, but I'm just, like, having weird hallucination after image things. But then I saw an outline of a woman, like, kind of like leaning with like her hands on her hip, and and it was still in that like yellow orangey type thing, and it was only there for a minute. Like if you like pressed your hand on the glass and then it was gone. And then right in the middle of the frame there was like, it looked like a little flame, and it like flickered for a bit and then got smaller and smaller and went out. And so I was done with that, and I was like, wow, that was weird. I wonder what that meant. And then I realized that the outline of the woman leaning was a picture, one of my favorite pictures of my grandma on her honeymoon, actually, leaning up against a car. And that has been, like, whenever I think of her, I think of that picture. Like, that picture is, like, very tied to, like, associations with my grandma. And it's a picture of her, duh. So I was like, oh, that's Grandma B. Grandma B, like, I don't know, and I don't have very solid ideas of like the afterlife or like what necessarily spirits are. Like I have ideas, but they like, there's a lot of them and they kind of change, and it's all kind of mysterious and wibbly. But I thought that was really cool. But I didn't know like I was just like, oh, it's like I saw Grandma B. But I was skeptical, because I'm always skeptical of that sort of thing. And then the next day I found out that she, or a few days later, I found out she passed away, and she had been sleeping for 3 days. Like, she just never woke up. And I think that's particularly interesting, because it said, like, I don't know, I think that when you're in a state of, like, in-betweenness, that, like, I mean, that makes the most sense to me, at least, that, like, when you would be, like, a part of you or your energy would be around, people that you care about. So I thought that was really neat. And I told my mom about it, kind of. I told her it was in a dream, which, yeah, I don't have dreams like that, but sure. And she started crying, and she was like, when she saw Grandma B, because she saw Grandma B a week before she died, just because she was visiting, and she like grabbed her face and like kept touching her face and stroking her face. And so when I was like, I think, Grandma B was like touching my face in my dream, or like in whatever plane this was. That was cool. I don't generally like try to communicate with any sort of like other people's energy, or spirit, or like ghosts, or I don't do any like necromancy or anything like that. So it was definitely an unusual experience for me, and I'm excited. I haven't really had time to try to scry some more, but I'm going to soon, hopefully, and I will report back and see if I have any other interesting things going on, or if I'll just kind of be like, well, saw some colors like everyone else. But yeah, what else was I gonna say? Oh, I also got something in the mail, which is very exciting. They've taken forever because I got them from China, so it took like 6 weeks. But I ordered a little thing, like a set of like 12 pentacles, and the way they were described, I didn't look at the measurements, but I thought they were going to be like tiny, and they're huge. I was gonna put them on like the ends of witches' ladders and stuff, because I really like witches' ladders. But they're like, really, I mean, they can still go on there, but they're really big, and that's exciting to me. And now I don't know what to do with them, because I was going to make earrings, and now I don't think I'm ready for that kind of a statement earring. Anyway, so, I mean, video response, comment, whatever, if you've had any experiences similar to this, or have any input, unless your input is that I'm full of bullshit, then please don't comment and say that. That would make me sad. But yeah, I hope I'll make another video soon so I can see you guys later.